as we're sitting here, let's all share together 5 large inhales followed by a sigh. So we're going to inhale together. Deep sigh out. You can make a sound. And again, really big and large inhale. Sigh and sound it out. Really letting your shoulders drop too. Again, breathe in. Expansion. Sigh out your relief. Again, inhale deep and big. Last one, generous breath in. We're here. So for the rest of this session, we'll be lying down. So best to lie down now and get comfortable. It can be really nice as you're lying down to have your knees bent, allowing your knees to touch and your feet to be about hip width apart. It can just be very supportive to your lower back. You could put a bolster underneath your knees if you prefer. And wriggle as much as you need right now, because shortly we'll be coming into stillness. I recommend allowing your eyes to just gently close. As your eyes rest closed, there's a sense of inward movement. We are welcoming our attention to come more deeply inward. Towards the deeper and quieter aspects of ourselves that we'd love to connect with right now. And then place one of your hands down on your abdomen and your other hand resting up on your chest. And here simply we're becoming more aware of our body and our breath. So notice the sense of your back body, your spine, being supported because it's rested on the floor. You might notice as you inhale that you can feel your back press a little more into the mat naturally. And also you can notice as you breathe in that perhaps your lower hand raises the most. In fact, notice as you lie here which hand moves the most with each inhale. Notice if it's your abdomen that rises with your lower hand, or does it happen to be your chest that rises more with your upper hand? The goal here is just to become aware of how your breathing naturally is in this moment. So you don't need to change it, not just yet. See if you can really give yourself the time and space to simply be, and in being, you're just watching. You're watching your being, watching your breathing through your torso. Notice as you're watching your breath through your body. Notice if your breath is becoming longer or lighter. Don't make it any of those things, but just notice whether your breath is faster or slower. You can completely let go of any sense of trying. You're just noticing, that's all. And with each inhale, you're simply welcoming the air, a natural breath in, welcoming yourself in. And with each breath out, you're simply letting the breath naturally leave. Being completely receptive to this flow of life. Now let's consciously encourage the breath to be low down in the abdomen right now. So see that as you inhale, help your abdomen expand. Consciously let your abdomen rise. And then naturally fall with the breath out. Just a few breaths just there, just into the lower belly. Consciously deep and low. And now let's breathe into the mid part of our chest, so the lower ribs, just above the belly button. See if you can make each inhale expand the mid part of your torso, and you can rest your hands just there to help make it more obvious. As well as expanding upwards, you can see if your back ribs, can you sense the lower back ribs expanding with the inhale as you're focusing your attention and your consciousness there. And now bring the breath even higher, so towards the chest. We don't often encourage breathing here, yet for this moment, it's a great thing to have full range, full access to your breathing. So see here, if as you inhale, can you direct your breath into the upper part of your chest, allowing the upper ribs from the front and from the back, even as well as the sides, that all expands, just the upper chest. You can have your breath quite slow, an easy pace for you, just breathing into the upper chest. Notice if that's familiar, the feeling of breathing there, or maybe it's unfamiliar to you. Now going to work on making that breath into a wave. So we're going to start breathing really slowly, beginning into the lower belly. Then inhale a bit more into your mid-chest. And then slowly inhale further into your upper chest. As you let go, it can be just a very easy, slow release all at once. Again, inhaling really low first, feeling even your pelvic floor perhaps. Then breathe in more into your mid-thoracic. And then top it up by breathing into your upper chest too. See if you can keep your shoulders relaxed at the same time. And then exhale with ease, slowly letting all the air out. And you have your own pace, so you make the pace. Allowing this rhythm of a wave going from the lowest part of your belly, inhaling first, and then the wave keeps rising up your torso as you fill up slowly and completely. As you're doing this, you're really welcoming your awareness into your body so you can feel all these little muscles and you can feel the energy as it's flowing through you. Perhaps you can get really curious about whether you can make this wave even slower or perhaps even more pronounced. Follow the joy here, follow what feels both interesting and delicious. Right, that's going to be the pace for you, something that keeps your attention anchored and occupied, so it's something that's got a little effort, but it's also pleasurable rather than a big strain. Just keeping the flow of this wave going just a little longer. Now you can relax the sense of waves and let your body rest for a minute. It's like you're giving the control of your breath back to your brainstem so that you don't control the breathing now. You're letting your breathing just breathe you because you trust it can. You're letting your breath breathe you. You're letting everything be. Everything's okay. Everything's okay just as it is. In this moment. As you're watching your breath flow naturally as it wants to through your body, just notice it. And you're now going to consciously choose to slow your breath down. You're going to move into a pace that's called Coherence. It's a slow and steady rhythm. We're going to make the breath in be the same length as the breath out. Perhaps you want to breathe in to your own count of about 4. And then breathe out that same count. We'll be making it a little longer shortly, if that's available to you, that is. Where we'll be counting to inhales of about 5.5 seconds and 5.5 out. But just right now, see what pace feels really nice and comfortable. If you're choosing 4, that could be a rhythm a bit like this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale the same count. See for you what is that really nice and easy balance where you can breathe that smooth and steady, balanced pace. As we start to find a consistent rhythm, the body feels often more stable. It feels more in harmony, a bit more predictable, where this sense of coherence arises between our hearts, our minds, and also the gut, all having a sense of alignment. I'm going to play a track that's called 2 Bells, and that's going to set a suggested rhythm of this 5.5 second inhale and 5.5 second exhale. So if it feels comfortable to breathe in that pace, you'll easily follow along. If you find it's a bit too fast or a bit too slow for what feels right for you, then choose your own rhythm. It's the balanced nature that's really important here. Just be tuning into this rhythm a little longer. Whilst keeping this rhythm, notice whether your breathing's very large or quite gentle. You could actually make the breathing quite gentle here. You don't need to make it large. And perhaps see if you can create a very gentle wave like we did earlier, where as you start to inhale, it starts in the belly, but then it rises up towards the chest. But still keep it light and gentle for this practice. With each exhale, you might like to play with creating a wave-like pattern here too. And you have full permission to be a creative explorer and see what is available to you and what interests you. You have permission to explore. Permission to be completely you. Notice now, still as you keep this pace, but notice if there's like an intention or a quality that you'd like to invite in, to welcome in. With each inhale, breathe it into you, let it permeate you. Breathing in your quality, your intention. Letting it touch every cell of your being. And as you exhale, you can exhale that quality or intention to share with all around you, to permeate the space which you're in. Inhaling, letting that quality permeate and percolate within you. Exhaling that quality or intention to share with everyone and everything around. Bring both hands on towards your heart, your chest. The home of the heart. With both your hands and your awareness over your heart, still breathing at this pace. Listen to your heart. See if there's any message. The heart doesn't really speak English, so just notice all the subtleties or other ways in which the heart's communicating with the rest of your being. It's a time now to be receptive receptive to your heart's message, whether it's comprehensible or not right now. You might like to breathe in a sense of receptivity to your heart. As you do this, just notice if there are any sensations here. Maybe there's a sense of warmth or heaviness, tingles. Whatever you notice, just allow yourself to notice it without any judging. Slowly letting this coherence pace fade into the background and allowing the breath to return to its new natural rhythm. So letting go of conscious control and letting that space of spaciousness, of ease, and of just being. You slowly come up to find yourself in some sort of sitting position. Might be kneeling or cross-legged. You might like to use a prop like your bolster, a block or blanket, so that you can lift your hips a little bit and allow the knees to come down easily towards the mat. We're now going to share with each other a sea of hums. In Sanskrit, that breath is called Brahmari. It's like sounding like you're a bumblebee, continuously humming. We'll begin now. Inhale. As we let the hums go, rest in stillness. rest in your stillness. Whenever you are ready, and there really is no rush, you'll be very welcome to open your eyes, as most of us had them closed. And perhaps look around and just silently let your eyes connect with all of those eyes and faces and souls around you. We're here. Thank you.